This is what I go through trying to get out the door in the summer. Another week of rotten weather in the garden. So, not a whole lot of growth. It's supposed to warm up late this week, but they said that last week too. So, it's just going to be a cold summer, I have a feeling. But that's good, you save on air conditioning bills. Excuse me. Here's the biggest rival. Starting to send out male flowers. And this is first prize. It's doing okay. Not real thrilled with its progress, but then again, it's been cold. Another rival here. A little bit behind the other one. And this is the weirdo pumpkin. This one was the first one to send a male flower out. Got another one today. So, yeah, I can't wait to see what that is. I am going to contact the seed company and tell them what happened. So hopefully they'll have an explanation. Here's the baby rival. I don't think we'll ever make it for this season, but letting it grow anyway. And here's the other weirdo pumpkin. This is the tiny miniature one. You see next to the baby. At first I thought that it was being shaded by the catnip here. Let's see right there. But I don't think that's it. It's too small. And there it has a male flower on it. So it's a big male flower. Usually miniature pumpkins have small flowers, don't they? So who knows what's going on there. Another thing I'll call the seed company about. Here's another rival with some buds on it. And over here in the distance, see if we can scoot in. Oops, scoot out. That's a rival, doing fairly well. And by the potatoes over there, another rival. So that's where we are with the rivals right now. That one's doing really good too, over by the potatoes. This one's doing okay by the compost heap. Here are the big moose. They are getting ready to vine out. This one's heading in the wrong direction, so I'll have to redirect it. Let's see if I can get it all in the picture. There we go. It's doing good. And actually, that's two of them you're looking at. They're both vining out. There's one. Excuse me. There's the other. And there's a third one. So hopefully we'll have a big moose pumpkin or two this summer. What we got here? Beanie! Put on a good show after 4 years of doing nothing. So hopefully we'll have a good show from here on out. And eventually the little area will be peonies. There's that strawberry, whatever it is. Sunflower doing good. And there we go. Asparagus. Trying to build an asparagus patch. Very, very difficult, apparently. I didn't have any trouble with this in my old garden. It just took right off. But here, it's all kinds of problems. And here are there we go. A little bit of squash there. Sweet dumpling squash. And what else have we got? A lot of Creeping Charlie, which is all going to meet its maker this year. Because next year I'm going to have a bench here and a pond over here and a barrier over there. It's going to be my little thinking place back here in the summer. And here is coral bells. Coral bells. I have just one right now. I'm going to have two pretty soon. Just got to wait for my paycheck. And I'm also out here where the all this creeping Charlie is, I'm going to have something called bugleweed that grows in the shade and spreads. Hopefully it won't spread to the neighbor's lawn, but I'm sure it will. That is Pike's Peak. Yeah, it looks kind of weird, but it is growing. And here are potatoes all going to flower. I think these are, yeah, these definitely, you can tell the difference by the flowers. These are Purple Majesty. These are Purple Viking. And as I said, I'm just letting them flower. Probably be sorry, but I never have been before, so. And here's some more Pike's Peak and a messy little netting there. There's the biggest Pike's Peak there. It's about a foot, no, a little over a foot tall now. Maybe 15 inches tall. And here are my bush cucumbers. Bush cucumbers. And behind them, the Mexican sour gherkins, which are starting to spread a little bit. It's been cold again, like I said, so that's a difficulty for them. And also they're getting shaded a bit by the bush cucumbers right now. But once the cucumbers go over the side of the container, I'm sure they'll do better. They're also going to get bigger and they'll do better too. So, and here is Big Beef. Flowering away, but I see bees in the front garden, but I don't see them in the back garden. So that happens every year, and then after a while they come back here, so I'm not going to worry about things not being pollinated. Here is bell pepper, and over here we have, there we go. Okay, we have the little, oh God, I can't remember the name all of a sudden. There we go. Orchid peppers. They're still tiny, but they're making an effort. And here is eggplant. And over here's my salad garden, most of which came up from seed. Over there in the corner, though, is something called kaleette, which is a cross between kale and broccoli. And only one of those is doing okay, which is sad because there were like 1 million of them in the packet. 1 million seeds. A lot of onions. What have we got here? A lot of weeds. But these things over here, if I can see them, I think I got one. Yeah. Those are climbing spinach, and they're supposed to taste good right through the summer. And we got a few more orchid peppers today. There we go. Not doing as well as the ones in the containers, but they're doing okay. There's another, oh, this one's doing really well. That's another orchid pepper. Okay. And I haven't shown you the roses in a couple years, I think. But they had a really bad winter. And I think I showed them on another video this summer, but this spring. But they had a really bad winter. This one died. I think it was a zone 6B rose, so that's not too surprising. Here is Earth Angel. Earth Angel. I love Earth Angel. Looking good this year. And that is a new woolly thyme, which I'm trying to get to take here. Here is Grand Champion, which I'm starting to suspect is a weed and not a rose because nothing kills this thing. Flowers and flowers and flowers all summer long and nothing bothers it. Never gets black spot. Only thing is it's not a cutting rose. And yeah, not a cutting rose, so it's kind of disappointing. It also has no scent. As you can see, we had a little problem with bugs this year, but the newer growth is okay, so it's alright. And we got the new lavender. Come on. Yeah. Here we go. And that's another woolly thyme. And this is a rose bush. I forgot its name. It died during the winter. It keeps trying to come back. Actually, it died last year. And I cut it down and it keeps trying to come back. But I don't think it's ever going to get very far. Another lavender here. And this lavender, believe it or not, seems to be trying to come back. So I'm going to leave it another couple weeks. If I don't see anything by mid-July, I'll have to pull it out. But it's not dry. That's the thing. You can bend these stalks here, and there's still color at the bottom. So we'll see. May come back. Here is, excuse me, quietness. Quietness has been putting on a real show for about a week now. It's always the first rose to bloom. And another rose that got through the winter without any problems at all. Here's another woolly thyme here. And here, I can't forget this. When I moved in 4 summers ago, I planted elfin thyme, and none of it took. It was all gone by 2 years later, so I thought. But then this one showed up this year, trying to nurture it along. So, with all the woolly thyme, I'll have some elfin thyme as well. And of course, in the front garden, we got this huge mess. But, yeah, one of our oak leaf hydrangeas is going to bloom soon. And we got 2 other oak leaf hydrangeas, which are a different kind. They don't have any buds yet that I can see. Here's Fairy, the Fairy Rose. And Dr. Robert Korn's rose here. Shade tolerant rose. Not real pretty. Not a cutting rose. I haven't detected any scent, but at least it's some color over here. And there's the other oak leaf hydrangea. Okay. Excuse me. Along with spring and summer growing season comes allergy attacks. All right. Okay, and sorry for the dizziness here. Here is Music Box. Music Box had another a rough winter back here, but Music Box is doing well. Yeah, coming back strong. And I have to weed this garden out today sometime. I'm not going to put anything else in here because I'm going to have the house resided at some point. And yeah, I want them to have room to move around while they're residing stuff. So anyway, here's our garden. And that's it for this week. And I'll see you next week.